So what exactly does a foreign exchange trade look like? You may think that it might involve a big room full of people yelling and screaming at each other, buy this, sell that kind of idea, but it's really not that complicated. What you guys are looking at right now is a blown up view of the Aussie dollar on a daily chart. So each candlestick represents one day. You can see that my chart isn't full of hundreds of different indicators. I simply have a 50 and 60 EMA, which is going to act as natural points of support and resistance, and I'll walk you guys through a few different things that I'm seeing on this chart that help me decide to actually take this trade. As you can see on the chart, over the last year we've been making a series of lower lows and lower highs. This is meaning that we are in a clear downtrend. I can also see this clear trend line that's been acting as resistance on some of these key levels that are forming around these areas. Zooming in even closer, we can see that we have a few more areas of confluence that are going to give us some good indications to take this trade. We have another trend line that's also forming on this key resistance area of 0.7250, which has previously acted as support in the past and now has turned into a resistance area. To top it off, the icing on the cake that we have is what's called a tweezer top setup. These don't happen very often, but when we see them, we want to take clear advantage of it. Tweezer tops are formed by two or more candles with equal heights. This pattern indicates that buyers were not able to push the price any longer and it may be weakening. This is usually a clear sign of a reversal. With having these 5 different areas of confluence, clear downtrend for the last year, bouncing off of our 50 and 60 EMA acting as resistance, a clear trend line acting as resistance, and previous support now turning into resistance, topping it off with our tweezer tops, I felt very comfortable taking this trade to the downside. At about 11 p.m., I set my sell entry order just below the previous day's candle, with my stop loss just above the resistance level of 0.725, above our tweezer tops, and just above our 50-60 EMA, keeping us nice and safe. Over the next 3 days, we can see that our prediction was very clear. The market trended downwards, coming to our take profit at the 0.7000 level, kicking us out for a nice profit of $782, which is a pretty good profit for only doing about 20 minutes worth of analysis.